St. Patrick's Day is nearly upon us, and although I really wanted to do a week of St. Patrick's Day recipes like I did last year, life has gotten in the way, and we'll all be settling for one, before the holiday at least. The recipe calls for 4 large potatoes, but all of my potatoes were a bit small, so I opted for 8 instead. I was really nervous about some of the instructions for the cooking of this recipe, as far as how high of heat to use and when. I followed them anyway, but next time I will test out either a lower temperature with the same cook time, or possibly just a smaller cook time. Although I did melt my butter in my frying pan, I melted it at such a low temperature that the pan was not at all hot to the touch when I pressed my potatoes in. Partway through the potatoes' cook time, I added cut up broccoli and cherry tomatoes to soften while I mixed my eggs. I wound up using 5 eggs to compensate for the amount of veggies and cheese that I had added to the recipe, and I also added garlic and onion powders to pump up the flavor a bit. My potatoes unfortunately got fairly blackened before my eggs were even close to set, which is kind of what I expected may happen, and I wound up finishing the eggs in the oven. I served it with a white sauce, and although it was not exactly the one recipe that I wanted to share with you guys for St. Patrick's Day, it still came out pretty tasty and will definitely be tried again.